Hello, my loves, and welcome to your all signs general reading. This is just a quick general weekly reading for all signs, and it is timeless. So whenever you watch it, it will be for that week. We are going to go ahead and just jump right in. If you do enjoy this, please do like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell, all that other great stuff. It is free, it is fun, and you will certainly be appreciated for doing so. So let me go ahead and let's see what we've got here. We're going to throw out the cards for the week. We're going to throw out your challenge card, and then we will throw out 3 other cards once we get to that point towards the end to kind of elaborate on them. So the first thing we have is the 9 of Swords in reverse. So I do feel like you are coming into a week or coming into a place where you feel a little bit more calm, a little bit less stressed about something. So you've either decided to kind of just stop with it, step back from it, or things have started to heal themselves. Okay. So that could be work. You've had work stresses, you've had work problems, and they're starting to kind of clear up, or you've just said, I need a break. I'm going to take a break, a vacation, something away from this person, this place, this thing, because I need to get some peace back. Because from this, I can tell that you have been really beating your head against a rock, right? You're really been struggling with whatever it is, whether it's being too busy, overbearing work projects, your significant other, you just can't see eye to eye, you've been fighting or separating or whatever it is, whatever you've been going through, it's been stressful, right? But we're coming into an easing phase. So that's a very positive thing for you. Now, we do have the Queen of Cups in reverse, okay? So I do feel like part of that is just saying that you're tired of pouring out your cups, right? At this point, you have that Queen of Cups energy in you, but at this point, you are kind of taking a step back. You are not going to be tackling more projects. You're slowing down at whatever you're doing. You're taking a step back from maybe a relationship, or you're just going to let things kind of ride for a little bit because your cup is depleted. At this point, you're exhausted, you're beat, you're emotionally dragged. You just feel like now it's time for you to kind of step back. And I feel like that's probably the best option for most of you, okay? And I definitely feel like that's a good option with the fact that you have been so stressed, right? You need that respite emotionally, okay? More so than like, I'm just physically exhausted. This is more of a stress. This is more of an emotional exhaustion, right? That you really need to kind of just step back. And if somebody has really been pushing you and trying you, whether it's, conflict with a relationship or a family member or a coworker or whatever, I really feel like it's time for you to kind of just walk away, step back, let yourself heal a little bit, and then see where it goes, right? Because here we have the 2 of Wands. So I feel like you're going to get a better perspective, right? Something needs to change. Something that's caused all this stress has needed to change probably for some time. And at this point, once you step back and once you kind of remove yourself from the situation or stop giving of yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, all of those things, and you kind of just give yourself a moment to kind of relax, calm down, chill out, you're going to get a much better perspective of making a decision, non-emotional decision that is, but a rational decision on what needs to change, right? So whether it's, this relationship, is it just something worth fighting for, or is it just too exhaustive and I need to step away? Is this job just tearing me up? It's too much and I just need to look elsewhere because life is too short? Or is this, person I've been fighting with over petty stuff, is that what it is? Is it just petty and I just need to let it go? These are the kind of decisions, but you are going to make a decision. And I do think it's going to be a good decision for you because I do feel like it's going to be a non-knee-jerk decision, a non-emotional decision, because that Queen of Cups in reverse and that stress in reverse basically kind of lets me know that you are stepping back and kind of reevaluating and, kind of settling down before you make anything rash. But your challenge here is the Page of Wands, right? So I do feel like this is someone who is, I feel like they're a person who is kind of going to be continuing to come towards you, right? In a way that is opportunities. So if you're having a work situation and someone's, giving you an opportunity, it may be something where you immediately just want to jump at it, right? You want to just go with that. Get out of here. I can't take the stress anymore. I'm just going to jump on that opportunity, right? But that's a challenge because, again, you do not want to make a knee-jerk reaction just because you're upset, you're stressed out, you're, depleted emotionally, right? Same thing with a relationship. This may be somebody who is a challenge because they're coming into you saying, hey, I see your relationship's not the greatest. It's on the rocks. I would be more than interested to spend time with you and do, all the things you really want and make things so great. But sometimes, things are always great in the beginning, or sometimes things are too good to be true. Those kinds of things, but you don't want to lose sight of this or jump into a new relationship or a new job or a new project or whatever it may be, even though it's on the table right away. That's your challenge, is kind of to not just jump into something in an emotional sense. Again, this is something where you really want to make a good, informed decision with anything that you do moving forward. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. We're going to pull an energy card here, right? So this is your psychic energy card on your Nine of Swords in reverse. See what kind of energy we have coming out of this stressful, upsetting situation that you've had. And we have solitude. So again, I do think that that is something that we're saying here. You need to pull back into yourself. You need to calm down, think things through, kind of regain your composure, because anytime you make a decision that is, based on stressful or emotional situations, they're usually ill-advised, right? Especially like knee-jerk decisions or anger decisions or stress decisions. You're not thinking your clearest, right? So again, this is Spirit telling you need to get some solitude first. Okay, so let's grab one here from the love deck on the Queen of Cups and the Page of Wands here. See what kind of information we can get on that. And that is sexual freedom, okay? And I feel like the reason that this is coming up, this is a warning from Spirit. Again, like I said, you're going to have opportunities. Things may not be working out for you emotionally, mentally in a relationship, or this could just be that stress has become so much on you that you are really looking for anything that's a stress reliever, somebody who's going to promise you the world. You're ready to hear it, right? You just want easy. And this is kind of a warning that this may be what is offered to you, okay? And if that's truly what you already know you're looking for after you've thought about it and you're made a concerted effort to kind of calm down and rationalize and be very judicious about your decision making, and that's what you decide to do, is just kind of call this relationship DOA, go kind of crazy to get yourself back, kind of midlife crisis-y type situation, and you're okay with that, then maybe this is an opportunity for you. This is letting you know the opportunity will probably be offered to you for that kind of release or relief. But again, I do think that with this being your challenge card, this is also a warning from Spirit that if you do something, ill-advised because you're just so stressed out, you make a bad choice or a bad decision, or you do something because, this person is promising you all the things that the person you've been with is not giving, and so you jump on that because it sounds great. Sometimes it's too good to be true, right? So I do think this might be a warning too, but I do feel like you can expect this. I feel like you can expect there's going to be opportunities to go that route, right? With other people, there are going to be people coming in, opportunities will be there if that's something you look for. So do be judicious in your decisions though. Make sure that they are made because it's something you really have thought about and you are okay with, rather than something you're doing out of spite or stress or anger or whatever, right? Because that could bite you pretty good. And we're going to pull one last one out of the love deck here on your decision and see what we have for you there. And this is saying, let your friends help you. And I do think that when you are making a decision, this is definitely saying for you that you do need to consult the people that you trust, right? Again, this is a decision you do not want to make you know, an emotional place, right? You don't want to make a knee-jerk reaction. You know, this may be an ex coming to you. This may be, you know, a person that's offering you the world. This may be, you know, you just need a break and you go, I'm taking a vacation and I'm just going to go wild, you know, like this is my spring break, you know, but midlife crisis style or whatever it may be. And, you know, we all do that from time to time, right? We all take time to burn off some steam, blow off some steam, whatever you want to call it. And we do these kinds of things that are ill-advised. And then we kind of get back on track. But sometimes if you do that and it's a relationship that's at risk rather than, you know, just blowing off steam, it can really affect your life long term. So again, main concept here that we're seeing is 100% make a choice. It's obvious something in your life needs a change, whether it is work or friends or family or whatever, but because you've been facing stress and anxiety and sleepless nights here, right? But make sure you're doing it from a very logical, pragmatic place. Get friends to help you, people who know you, who know what you're like, you know, on your good days and your bad days, not just, they're not going to be like, you know, hey, yeah, just do something crazy. They're going to be looking out for you, right? They're going to be wanting your best, you know, best outcome for you. So let your friends help. This is spirit telling you. You really need to make sure that you are doing what's best for you. Get the people on board who, you know, you can trust, that care about you, that have seen you from every angle, and go with that, right? So I'm going to just pull 3 quick cards here for the next couple months, what you might expect to see coming in these regards, and see what we have for you already. So let's see what we've got here. All right. We have the Page of Cups, we have the Magician, and we have the 3 of Wands. So I do feel like you are going to be faced with the decision, and I do think you are going to think about this, which is your best move, right? Your best move is to weigh everything in a very intellectual way. Get your friends, get whomever you need, spend some time in solitude, you know, really kind of feeling your feelings. And I think you are going to really kind of really take it in, right? And think about it. You're going to survey all options and decisions before you kind of jump the gun. And I think that's a very smart move. You are going to have a Page of Cups here, and this is a very immature type of figure typically coming into you. And I do think this is probably where you're going to get this situation, the sexual freedom, Page of Wands, kind of temptation. And if you're okay with that, and that's what you really decide is best for you, you know, you've gone through a terrible breakup, you know that that's the right thing to do is break up, and you just want to blow off some steam and not be attached for a while, and that's what's for you, that's great, because this is kind of a younger, more immature type, not long-term type of person coming into you. And maybe that is the decision that's best for you. However, if it's not, if, you know, this is something where you're still kind of on the fence about what to do, and you're still really taking it in and thinking about it, and you really don't want to screw anything up and burn bridges that you can't get back, you know, just know that this is the kind of person you're dealing with. You're not dealing with Emperor energy here. And then we have the Magician. And the Magician here, I do feel, is certainly going to be your energy moving forward. I do think you're going to take into account all of your tools or types of needs, rather, perhaps, you know, your cups, your wands, your swords, your everything, right? Your emotional needs, your physical needs, your financial needs. You're going to take all that into consideration. And I do think you're really going to move forward in a way that's going to behoove you for all of those aspects. So I do feel like you'll make the right choice for whatever is for you. Just know that there is going to be some temptation. It does look like on the table from a person who may not be a long-term. And if that's what you need right now, more power to you. But if it's not, and you decide that, or your friends are grounding you and saying, this is the bad choice, this is the wrong choice for you, you'll burn a bridge, and you don't want that. You're just upset, you're just stressed, you're just beat down, you're emotional, you're exhausted, don't do anything you'll regret. Then I think that that's what you will know better. You'll take that into consideration, and then you will do what's best for you and make make it all work out, okay? I think it'll work out the way you want it to. The Magician is fantastic at making sure that they get their way with all their tools and all their needs met. So I do think in the end, it will work out beautifully for you. Just be very cautious and make sure that you're being grounded throughout all of this and really not succumbing to an emotional choice. Okay, hopefully this resonated with you. If it did, please do like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell, all that other great stuff. Otherwise, I hope to see you back really, really soon. Bye.